Well, howdy, everyone.
Yo.
Welcome to the fuck!
Damn it. Why do you suck?
I'm sorry.
What'd you do now?
I almost said the wrong thing. Let me start over. They'll forgive us. Hold on.
Go ahead, Milo. Just go. Just go.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to That Damn Podcast with Myles Phillips.
I'm Dustin Salif.
Ooh.
And Myles can't figure out the name of the podcast. Ever.
I can't figure out nothing. I don't know anything.
No, you don't. And he's dying over there, bro. You need to calm down.
Dying. My room is very, very hot right now. I'm sweating.
Ooh. That's not good.
I'm like dripping sweat right now. And I want
Open up a window, man.
Well, yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Simple solution right there. See, simple solutions. You never think of those. I'm really hot. Open up the window.
Yeah, but it's gonna be noisy. And I have this like janky air conditioning thing next to my bed, but it's super loud. So I don't want to like turn that on because people can
Sounds
hear
like
that.
a damn Jeep driving through your room.
An EMG.
A Jeep.
Oh.
Jeep, brah.
A Jeep. I want a Jeep. I want to drive a Jeep.
Jeeps suck. Jeeps are dumb.
I think Jeeps are cool. I think I'm a Jeep guy. I could drive a Jeep.
You're a horseback guy, if anything. You're not a Jeep guy.
I'm gonna ride.
You're a bareback horse riding kind of guy. That's how I picture you.
Naked on a horse?
Not naked, bareback. You know what no, dumbass, bareback. What the fuck's wrong with you? Yeah, Myles is a naked kind of guy. Naked? Come on, no. Bareback means you don't have a freaking saddle on the horse. God, so much learning. So much learning to do.
I didn't know that.
That's what you first thought. Why would you think that I thought you're a naked kind of guy on a horse? Why would you think? Why would you think that is my first impression of you? Like, why would that? No, like, no, in no way would that ever be the first thing I think of when I think of you. Like, that wouldn't ever be anything I think of you. I've never thought of you naked in any sense. Just throw that out there, okay?
It's just when people say sometimes when people say bareback, they don't mean like riding a horse.
But when you put in quotations with the subject that I'm talking about, when I was talking about horseback riding, and then I said bareback, everybody understands that means not a saddle on a horse.
I don't know.
A naked dude named Myles Phillips riding through the town of Florida saying, "Yeehaw, get on up here."
I've only ridden a horse once.
Only once?
Yeah, it was during like this, I forgot, I think it was maybe like a school trip, and we were riding horses around in a circle, but my horse wanted to veer off into the middle of the circle. It was like a freckled horse. It was a ginger.
It was a ginger?
Yeah.
Dude, horseback riding is awesome. I used to do that when I was younger with my family. One time when we were younger, my cousins had have a farm and stuff, so we went there for whatever family Christmas or some shit, and we all were like taking turns riding the horses, and it was when we were like relatively young, like I'd say maybe 10 or 11. My sister and my cousin Chris were on the horse together, and the horse just darted off without any parental supervision. So the horse just runs off, and the whole family's freaking out because it's just my little sister and Chris on it, and they're young, and the parents start like getting in their trucks going to stop the horse, and it was actually a pretty serious deal. Like, that shit could have been really bad. But it was fine. But I love horses.
Horses are pretty dope.
Horses are pretty dope, man. I want a horse.
Horses are like very smart too.
How you figure?
They're very smart. They're smart animals.
Yeah. Are they smarter than dolphins?
I think slightly,
I don't think that's
or
true.
maybe an even amount.
Pretty
I don't
sure
know. I don't
dolphins
know how
are
horses are
animals.
smart, but that's what people tell me. So I just go with it. But I
Well,
feel like horses are probably smart. They're probably smart little animals, big brains and that big head.
big brains and that big head. That's funny. Oh, fellow podcast people. So, it is my best friend's Miles Phillips' birthday in 2 days.
April 5th, I was born
April 5th.
at
April
11:30
5th,
a.m. in
11:30 a.m. He popped out of the womb.
Arlington Memorial Hospital.
And then the doctor said, put that baby right back in.
Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me. So help me.
I'm glad you popped out at that time, man. Now you're in my life forever. Kind of like, yeah, forever, man. Or until you piss me off and we never talk again.
Yeah.
One of those things.
That'll happen tomorrow.
Probably.
Did you know? Here's
then-
a fun fact. This might be wrong. My mother will correct me if this is wrong.
Mama Phillips.
I think she told me this at one. I'm pretty sure she told me this at one point. Someone told me this, either my dad or my mom, or maybe I'm hearing this whole thing wrong. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong, but I'm pretty sure the guy who delivered me is the father of the guy who created Tom's shoes.
Created Tom's shoes?
You remember those shoes, Tom's?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he created like that shoe company. He started that
So-
shoe company.
So he brought baby Phillips out, and then he created those shoes.
No, his dad did. His dad
His
delivered.
dad.
His dad delivered me, but he created.
His dad delivered you.
Yeah, he's the one who took me from out of my mom pushed me out, and he took me out of my mom.
That's how it works.
That's weird to
okay.
think about, right?
You know what's kind of weird?
What?
Just make far connections there. He created Tom's shoes. My dad's name is Tom. My middle name's Thomas. Boom. So that I don't know. We're destined to be each other. Stretch there that we were always going to be each other's lives. That's all that was.
That's
But hey, that is kind of weird.
6 degrees of separations.
6 degrees separation, but there's some connection there.
There's some connection. Everything's connected in some way or another. But
That's
babies are like, think about like, that's so weird to think about another human coming out of someone.
Oh God, yeah.
You know? Like someone pushes you out of their body, and you come slithering out like a little parasite worm.
Okay, I don't think you come out like parasite worm. I don't know if you've ever
Babies are parasites that feed off of its host and then exit once they're done.
Wow.
Little alien parasites.
That's hard. You know when there's always that stupid argument, what's worse, giving birth or getting hit in the balls? Anybody that says getting hit in the balls is worse than pushing a human being out is on cocaine.
Yeah.
Like, stop. No.
Get hit in the balls is not... It's bad, but it's not...
It's not a good time. Not a good time at all. But you're not popping a human being out. No. No. Come on. Don't be a dick.
Yeah.
That's not okay.
That's like... I just imagining that... I just imagine that as like giving birth, like being constipated for 6 hours.
I think it's 1,000 times worse than that, though.
Yeah, but like...
Hurts.
It's worse than that. I know. But
like
some people are in labor for like 23 hours. So that means that's like...
Some people are in labor for like 48, 55, 75 hours.
That's crazy. Isn't that... Doesn't that feel like being like... it feels like being backed up, but worse, and it hurts so freaking bad, and you're hurting, and you feel like you need to push this thing out, but it won't come out. It's just a stubborn little parasite who's not ready to stop feeding on you. Ugh.
And it just doesn't want to leave. But people keep doing it. You think it's so... Like, that's gotta... I don't this is probably weird for us to talk about, but like I will never understand it, but that's got to be the worst pain a woman like a physically like the worst physical pain a woman can feel, right? Like what
Yeah.
else? I mean,
I can't
other
imagine
than
what it feels like coming out of a, I guess, out of a vagina, but I guess the equivalent would be it coming out of my butthole, and that seems like a terrible thing to happen.
Oh dear God! Props to women, man. There's some tough sons of bitches, but they keep doing it too. So
Yeah, my mom
maybe
did it twice. She was like,
your mom did it twice.
I
So your
could
mom
do that
did,
again. I could.
you're like, no, let's do that again. Let's do that one more time.
I guess I could do that one more time.
That's fine. It's fucking crazy. You're like, nah, dude, I'm good with one. Like, that's why guys are such pieces of shit. Like, yeah, I want to have a family, want to have 3 kids. The wife's like, bitch, let me tell you something. I'm going through that once, maybe. But I don't know.
Think about like those that family, the Duggars, that have like 600 kids. They had that TV show on TLC called like 21 and Counting. There's just a bunch of kids. That lady pushed all those kids out of her. All those things grew inside of her, and she pushed them out. And she had to deal so many times. 21 kids, or I guess it wasn't 21 kids. It's about I don't know how much it was, but it's in the teens, and they all
anything more than 3 is too much. That's just you don't got nothing to prove there, man. You do it once.
Tired? Isn't your body just worn out from that? Is that that's not an okay thing? They keep.
Maybe they just slide out after that point.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, let's not. I don't know how vaginas work. Okay, so
that's good to admit. That's good to admit, man. We'll move past that topic.
Yeah, because
speaking of kids,
yeah.
So I want to tell. I've been wanting to tell you this all week, but I heard some of the funniest things. One of the things I heard this week. This was actually one of them today. Was really funny. So you know how kids are just so confident. Like when they're little, they're so confident, and when they know little things like what's the color? The color's red. And sometimes I think Louis C.K. does a really cool joke about how a kid says like it's pronounced Pig Newton and not Fig Newton, and just arguing with the dad because they think they're right when they're obviously fucking not, but they just think that they are. Mm-hmm. But today was in preschool, so I go and sub for this preschool class, and where the theme was shapes. So they're working on shapes and trying to figure out what kind of shapes these are. Like, hey, what shape is this, guys? And they're like circle. But at one point, I hold up one of the shapes, and I'm like, all right, guys, what kind of shape is this? And this kid, I won't say her name, but with the most cocky way to answer, and she's like 2.5, 3, the cockiest way to answer that question possible, full of confidence, screams, "It's a circle!" And, it was a square. And I was just like, no, that's not right. It's a circle! And like, no, it's not. And she keeps, Mr. Dustin, that's a circle! I'm like, what do you know, 2.5-year-old? You don't know shit. You don't know anything. Been on this earth for 2 years. Don't tell me I'm wrong. But made me laugh. I was just so confident. Like, then I look like a moron because I'm arguing with a little 2-year-old. Yeah. But it's funny. And then the funniest thing that happened was there was this camp at kids club. So we had camp all like last couple weeks, and they have like camps throughout the whole day. But there was this one kid who was a very he was a little troublemaker kind of guy. But the way I figured out that would work with him to get him to listen was just pretend he was a superhero. Uh-huh. So I would be like, hey man, can you show me your super speed? And he'd look at me in the most serious face. He's like, yeah. And he just run across the gym, and he run back. He's like, I know you didn't see that, but I was really fast. So you have to pretend like he's Flash, and you're like, oh god damn. All right, you don't cuss, obviously.
God damn, little kid.
God damn, little boy. Quick as shit, man.
Shit, boy.
shit, boy, you're funny. But I just pretend he has all these powers. And then he wasn't listening, and the other teacher's like, Dustin, do you think you can, like, help out? And I like to think at times I have a magical kind of way with the children. But he come like, hey man, do you know any cool songs? And he goes, yeah. And I go, do you want to sing it for me, buddy? He's like, yeah. And this is how the song went. Why are the aliens inside me? Why are the aliens inside me? Why won't they go away? And I start like, sorry. Damn it. It is taking, I'm dying over here. Oh, I totally ruined that. It's taking every ounce of me not to just laugh my ass off. And I'm like, what? Just, yeah, that's a song.
That's kind of scary.
Is it scary though?
Is
like,
this something
look, he's about to fuck somebody up. I'm like, that kid. I looked at the teacher and I know this is really bad. I was like, I know this isn't gonna like this is really mean, but that kid might do some shit. Like, that kid might fuck some things up.
Why are the aliens inside me? Why won't they go away? It's so sad.
If my company ever hears this podcast, I'm probably gonna get yelled at. That story's too good not to tell. I probably ruined it with all my coughing. I apologize, listeners. I had a coughing attack there. But he just would sing that, and I'm dying. And I was like, I don't know what to do with that. And then I had to teach this class where it was fitness. I just had them running all 45 minutes I was with them. Like, we would run. I had them do, like, shuttle runs. You know what shuttle runs are?
Yeah.
And so I had them do shuttle runs and shit. It was really funny. And then I had them do these, like, tire flips with this huge mat. So I would just sit them down. I was like, all right, guys, I'm going to see how strong you guys are. And I'd have them, like, show me their muscles. And this kid...
So you did CrossFit with...
Yeah, basically did CrossFit with, like, little 5-year-olds and shit. It was great. It was the funniest thing. It was the greatest thing to watch. I watched them do all these tire flips, and I was just laughing and having the best time. There's some strong motherfuckers, though. I mean, it was a mat, but still. Like, it was a heavy mat, like, for them.
Yeah.
I'm strong, but, you know. But, yeah, man, that was one of the highlights of my week and everything. I was dying. That's going to be... I hope my kid never sings that song.
Why are the aliens inside me? Why won't they go away?
If I was a parent and that was my kid, I would want the teacher to be like, "Hey, can we talk real fast?" I'm like, "Oh yeah." Tell me my kid sing that. What the fuck do you mean he's saying about his aliens inside of him? They're like, little Timmy, what the fuck are you talking about aliens for?
He needs an exorcism.
Take you to a priest right now. Get this shit figured out. Do you ever think about if you ever have kids or when you have kids and all that kind of stuff, like when they grow up? I want this to not sound crazy, but like I have a kind of fear that like I want my kid to have, obviously, like if I ever have a kid, I want them to be like loved, people to love them, not to be, a quote unquote weirdo or whatever it is.
I want my kid to be a weirdo. I want nobody to like my kid.
You want no one to like your kid? You want your kid to be the guy that sits on the wall and everyone goes, "Look at that loser." You want him?
Yeah.
He smells bad.
That's okay. I'll tell him it's okay. Just take a bath. Kids will like you.
Just take a bath, man.
Take a bath.
Take a bath. I guess that's weird. I don't want that. I want my kid to be. I want people to be loved. I don't want him to That's kind of scary. It's like, what do you do? I mean, I like to think I'm kind of weird. I am, but
Everyone's weird. What is
friends,
normal, huh? What is normal? Nobody's
nothing.
normal. Being normal is weird.
That's true. It's you're the least normal person I know
Yeah,
by far.
I'm just, I'm a weird, I'm a wild and crazy guy.
You're a dipshit is what you are. But
Um,
hey,
yeah, I think I'd be a cool father though
you'd
of
be
my
interesting
kids.
for sure.
I think I'd be fun. I'll let them dress how they want to dress. If they want to wear a Spider-Man costume to school, go ahead, man. I love Spider-Man.
Kind of like
Dress
Big
up.
Daddy. You know that movie with Adam Sandler?
Yeah,
I watched that this week. It's last week or
that's
whatever.
a good movie.
It's a good movie. I kind of like to be like that kind of dad. Just like, hey, you want to look like whatever? Go ahead, man. And as soon as the kids start laughing at you, you'll probably want to change. But free expression, bro. Go for it. Go go do big things, little Sutliff.
You do you.
Do you, boo boo? I think I say that a lot.
You do
You
you.
know, hey,
Miles Jr.
Miles Jr. Got big plans for your birthday, Miles?
Blop blop. Brat brat.
Uh,
Well, the
ah,
Wednesday on my birthday, I work. I house manage.
as you should.
So not on Wednesday, but on Saturday, we're gonna try to go to Anna Maria Island and hop
Anna
around.
Maria Island.
Yeah,
All right, that
and
sounds
hop
kind of cool.
around some tiki bars. Apparently, that's a thing. I've never been there. I'm not sure where it is.
Tiki bars. That sounds
I'm
kind of
not
nice.
sure if things are going to be open because I don't know.
Florida
One of
close
us
shit.
is house managing that Saturday, and I don't think she will be done until she won't be
Tell her
done
to
until a little late.
get it together.
So I
Are
don't
you gonna
know.
get like blackout drunk?
No, because I have to house manage on Sunday at 12. I have to be there at 12. Honestly okay. My internship is almost done here. I
Yeah,
guess.
what? 2 more months now, right? Oh
Yeah,
shit!
but
There we go.
I am tired of house managing. Honestly, I'm being honest here. It's nothing against anybody. I am done. I am
It is. It's
so
against everyone. If you house manage, your life sucks.
I am done right now. And they keep extending this show, and I keep saying, "Can you, for my sake, for everyone involved, everyone is done. If you can't sure, more people want to see it. That's great. Too bad, so sad, baby bad. Nobody.
Baby dad. What? Who's baby dad?
I used to say, I used to say, too bad, so sad, baby bad, baby bad. That's what people
Baby
used to say.
bad.
Too bad, so sad, baby bad. Honestly, I don't care if anyone else sees the show ever again.
Oh wow.
People are gonna listen to this. Maybe I shouldn't have said that because
He's just joking, guys.
I'm just joking. Come, everyone. I hope they extend it 2 more months.
Gotta be careful with what you say with theater, man. You gotta be real careful with it.
Yeah, it's gonna come back to bite me in the butt, I guess.
Anything can. I have learned it. I've seen it. You just gotta. Ugh. I've learned that sometimes my jokes either hit. I would like to explain that my joking style is like a shotgun, and I kind of just shoot it, and either lands or doesn't. But I'll keep firing until something lands. I got drunk with the director for my show. Oh yeah, so I was able to finally announce that I get to do Much Ado About Nothing for that theater company. So there's that. So I'm excited to be working on that show. And I had our first read through on yesterday. So we went and read through the show. It was actually my first time reading through the entire show, if you believe it or not. Which means one, I should have been way more prepared. But I like that whole reading it for the first time with the cast and the characters that you're doing it with, if you can, because I think it brings out new ideas, and you like see how other people are working it, and you don't come in with your own agenda. Really, if that makes sense.
Uh-huh.
Like you don't come in with your own ways of thinking. So I kind of like to have that when first reading with a cast. So that was really cool because I saw some people just do some great things. Very talented. I was very what's the word? I felt very not worthy. I guess I felt a little overwhelmed. Like they're good. Like they're very knowledgeable. I was like, these guys are all way smarter than I am. Like they knew, like you just like the reading, they knew exactly what they're talking about. And sometimes I'm reading, I'm just saying shit, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. But I was like, all of them had like a lot of experience. Like they've been in New York for a long time and doing all sorts of stuff. And then my dumbass, I mean, has still recently. I mean, I guess I've been out of college for 2 years now, but we've only been in New York for 5 months. So, I was just happy to have my second show in 5 months. I was like, hell yes, let's do this, which is cool. But I went and we got drinks with the director and some of the cast after the read through, and got to like hear some really cool stuff. Like I was really like I wanted to know kind of like I want to know why I got cast. We kind of got into that a little bit, which was really nice because then you could hear from the director from behind the table like what it is that he liked, what it is I brought that made me castable. Because I went to an audition the other day and the day before that read through, and that audition sucked. And I was like, oh, well, that's not getting cast, but it was a weird audition anyway. But I was like curious, and we were talking. He gave me all this great pointers on why I got cast, and he gave me a lot of good feedback, and he was just giving me some good compliments. It was really nice. So it was kind of cool when you hear about things like that. It was fun. And the director's from like my hometown in Grand Island, Nebraska, which is really weird to me.
He's from your hometown?
Yeah, he's from my hometown.
Well, that's weird.
I know. So when I had the first initial audition, he saw when I did my monologue, and he was like, Dustin, you're from Nebraska? And I was like, yeah. Born and raised Nebraska boy. He goes, really? Where from? And I said, Grand Island, Nebraska. And then he goes, are you shitting me? And I go, no. And he goes, I'm from Grand Island too. And I freaked out because who the fuck? I don't expect to see anyone in New York City, let alone the guy I'm auditioning for, is from my same hometown. Partied on Locust Street, and we were like reminiscing kind of when we were drinking and stuff. And me and him are talking about all this stuff in Grand Island that no one in the other cast, they're like, what are you guys talking about? And I'm like, yeah, it's just a Grand Island thing. Like he knows these things that I know. It's just so weird. But it was really cool. So I loved it.
It's cool.
It was a nice it is. It's nice, man. Love to do it. Love to be a part of it.
That's how it works, though, I think.
Yeah.
Like how theater things work. A lot of the time, it's like having that connection with the person in the person you're auditioning for in the room with you. If you have like a connection with them, if like something happens by the grace of God that like you're able to connect with that person, I think that does wonders for you.
I think that's very true. I think I think the connections is the biggest thing that you could take away from being a professional actor. The connections that you make with certain people, and you have that sort of bond, and they want to like be with you because they like you as a person. They're like, this guy has something special, and he's a cool guy to work with. He works hard, and then they're like, I want to bring him in for other stuff, and then that compels you. Like he's an equity actor and director. He's like directed Broadway performers. He's done all sorts of stuff, and it's really cool. And him just like talking like, Dustin, I want like he doesn't know my work at, like he's only seen me like this is our first rehearsal, but he's like, when you walked in, you're like, you gave me this whole kind of vibe that I loved, and as soon as you walked out, everyone was like, yep. And I guess my nickname is Nebraska, so they just call me Nebraska there, which was kind of cool. But they're like, we like him. He's definitely going on. Like we can find us, like even before the callback, like we got to find a spot for him. And you make those connections, and you talk with people, and you learn what they know, and you get advice from them, and that's just how it works. It's so crazy. You get more work from the connections that you make than just going to some audition all the time, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. It's a lot of that, and it's a lot of knowing like the people you know and the connections you make, and a whole lot of luck, and then
whole lot of
talent.
luck.
Yeah,
that's why you can't get down when you go to auditions. Like you can't. Oh, I went to this audition, I didn't get cast. Well, one, I always look at it as the audition is the job. Your job is to audition as much as possible.
Yeah.
To get seen as much as possible. That's your job. If you book and get called back, that is the icing on the cake that you got that next step or whatever it is. And that's awesome. Yes, we all want to be in the next show. We always want to have a show that we're doing. But like you're an actor as long as you're doing your actor work. If you're constantly reading plays, you're doing workshops, you're meeting people, you're doing everything an actor needs to do, then you're an actor.
That's your job.
Whether you're on Broadway or not. Yeah, that's what it is. And you can't get down on yourself about it, and you have to just keep pushing forward because again, the odds are so insurmountable sometimes that you can't let a little audition get the best of you or like think about it. I try to, if you can be mad a little bit, I always give myself like about an hour after an audition, like to be upset about it if I'm mad. Like if it didn't go well, if I get turned down from something, if I need to go grab a beer or something like that, get my mind right. And then after that hour, it's like, all right, throw it away. Next one. And you just move forward. Keep on chugging along.
Keep on chugging along. Keep on chugging.
That's why you can't piss anybody else in this. You can't piss people in this business off, Milo.
Don't
try to make friends. Don't be a dick.
Be a friend to everybody.
Just gonna say everything I say. Stop.
But don't force friendships. Forcing friendships.
Yeah, force friendships. People don't like you. They don't like you.
I think it's like. Yeah, if people don't like you, they don't like you. Don't force anything. If something happens naturally, that's great. But in general, just be like a good person. Don't be. Yeah. Just be a friendly person. You don't have to be buddy with everyone, but just be like, hey, just be in their mind. Just have it like that in their minds. You're a good person to work with. Just be a nice person to work with, and people will be like, I remember that guy. He's a good person to work with. You don't have to be their best friend.
That's true. That's damn true. I made friends with the girl that's playing Don John. They cast a girl as playing Don John. Do you know anything about Much Ado About Nothing?
Yeah.
A little bit?
Yeah. I read it once, though. I've only read it once.
Okay. Well, Don John's like the brother of my character, and Don John starts up all this trouble with Don Pedro's friend Claudio, or whatever. And but she got cast, and we did our callback sides together, and me and her had really good chemistry, and we like really played off each other really well, and we had like so much fun, and that was like one of the things the director had said. There was like the choices you guys made in the rooms were just amazing. We loved them so much, and it was like I took that because me and her just had this immediate connection, which was really cool. So when I found out she got cast, I was so happy and excited that I get to work with her a little bit. And she came up and she's just like, dude, I don't know what it is, but I was so happy that you got cast, and I feel like we had this really nice spark. I'm like, hell yeah, like this is awesome. So I already made friends with her. Gonna be your best friend now. That's what I do. I woo people. Or I try to anyway. Sometimes it doesn't work.
I can't woo people.
You wooed me, Miles. Not really.
No, you thought
pretty sure
you hated me.
I did. You're a piece of shit. But it's fine. We're here now, and we do a podcast together. Yeah. And you're going to move here soon.
Yeah, I'll be in New York soon. Right after this internship, everybody. That damn podcast will be located exclusively in New York.
NYC. And we'll start filming. We'll probably film it on YouTube, too. We should do that. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I want to film it. But this podcast is going to be filmed and put up on YouTube. We'll do lots of
in the same room.
Yeah, we'll be in the same room.
We'll have our guests over.
Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be like a show, like a talk show.
Oh, yeah.
But chill, A chill
talk show, but chill. We're pretty chill people.
It's a chill show. I feel like I'm a chill
shout out
person.
to our podcast making our first profit.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to that.
Let me put on some applause.
Put on some applause for our first profit that we made for our podcast.
Everybody, we have made a whole 2 cents on this podcast. A whole freaking 2 cents, everyone.
Penny a piece, because we split shit evenly.
We're kind of big deals right now.
Yeah, we're kind of really cool. We're kind of like Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen.
I'm Michael Jordan.
No, you're not. No, you're the water boy.
Dustin is Charles Barkley.
No, I'm not Charles. No, I'm not Charles. I'm not Charles Barkley. I'm Michael Jordan. You are the water boy that brings the Gatorade in, and you bring the wrong Gatorade, and you walk in, and we go, "What the hell is this?" And you go, I thought you wanted the lime and lime. And I go, give me cool blue, bitch. And then I tell you to leave.
Is that how I talk?
That's how you talk in my future thinkings of you, yes. Well,
in reality, I'm more like Freddie Mercury, and Dustin is just, the rest of Queen.
No. I'm like Simba in The Lion King, and you're the wildebeest that I eat in the first 5 minutes of the show.
Nobody eats wildebeest in The Lion King.
At some point they do. They just don't show it on the movie.
The wildebeest kill Mufasa. So, actually, that's great. I kill you. I murder.
Okay. You're like the homeless guy just walked past at the grocery store, and I'm me. That's you.
You're like I'm like I can't come up with a different one, but I'm gonna keep thinking about it.
You keep thinking about.
I am like
we're just gonna listen.
You're the LeFou to my Gaston.
No, I'm Gaston. You're not even in the movie.
You're more like you're the Cogsworth to my Lumiere.
Who's Cogsworth? Is that the clock one?
Yeah.
I don't remember that character's name. That guy's a bitch, though, isn't he?
He's all right. I played that part.
I was going to go watch that the other day. A friend invited me over because she got like a bootleg of the movie or some shit, which I don't know how that happens. I don't know how you get bootlegs of movies that just come out on theaters. You
just download it.
How? I don't understand that. So someone found the file on the internet?
Yeah. Well, someone uploads that file to the internet. You don't know who. I mean, it could be anyone. It could be someone who was worked on that movie and somehow got a copy of it, or someone
dick
was mailed a screener. Like people get reviewers and stuff get mailed screeners. Reviewers and people who work in movies, in the movie industry and entertainment industry in general get screeners for new movies that come out, so they could download that and put it on their computers, and then they just put it online for people, and you can torrent it. Torrent is downloading stuff. Torrenting isn't always safe. I do it sometimes. I've torrented some stuff. Maybe I shouldn't admit that.
Maybe you shouldn't.
That's sort of illegal. I do not torrent anything.
Donald Trump's going to come in and whoop your ass.
I do not torrent anything.
You're not allowed to torrent anything anymore. Get off the phone. Give me your movie. I want to watch the movie now. Donald Trump's going to come and kick your ass.
Hello. I'm Donald Trump. Hey.
What is that? What are you doing?
I make all the money.
What is that voice?
You're fired.
That's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Why'd you?
I can't do it, Donald Trump.
When I was a bodybuilder, I was the top of the chain. I had the big muscles, and I went down. Down to the jobber. Down to the jobber.
I am an old man. And
I'm an old man.
I am the host of the Celebrity Apprentice.
You're fired. No, come back. I want to hire you again. Did you see that show with him? Is it
No.
shitty?
No,
I
I
really
didn't.
want to kind of watch it.
Apparently, Donald Trump thought it was shitty.
Of course, Donald Trump thought it was shitty. He's such a piece of shit. I can't. I love that he's our president just because it's very entertaining. I probably shouldn't like it as much as I do. It's pretty stupid, but
shouldn't be. It's insane. We're living in crazy times right now. Where
we
freaking
very
Donald
much
Trump
are.
is president, and apparently you're not held to a high standard anymore for being president.
Nope.
Ever since he got elected, it's okay to do the things he does or say the things he says.
Grab them by the pussy. No, God, isn't that so? I still can't believe that sometimes. When I see that, I just always feel like it's a dream, and it's like April Fools. It's really Bill Clinton, and then Bill Clinton walks in, and then I cry because I'm so happy. I'm back to do.
And what has this man done? What has Donald Trump done since he entered? He hasn't done any. Well, he's done a lot. He's done a lot of damage. He's done a lot of damage, and he tweets all the freaking time. I don't think a president should be tweeting as much as he tweets.
He kind of. You know what he reminds me of? He kind of tweets like I used to Facebook post when I was in middle school and high school. He just doesn't think about it, and he just posts the dumbest shit.
He's like a douchebag 14-year-old.
Yeah, 14-year-old me, except a little worse. I was bad.
You were like so Donald Trump. Dustin was a little Donald Trump in high school.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't racist, but I would be like, God, you know what I hate? I hate time hop and memories on Facebook because there's always like the first two are like kind of like they're like either college memories or like cool whatever things. But then I'll go to the bottom and then it's either a sad old high school Dustin post like wish I had friends. And I'm like, why did I post that on Facebook?
I've totally posted that kind of stuff.
I've
posted things about like girls I liked, but not like outwardly like saying their names, but just being like, I wish I could be with you, but I can't.
Yep. Oh God.
So why did I ever think that was a good idea to put on Facebook? Like passive aggressive little things that just like being very vague about things happening.
Why won't she come back? Shut up, you bitch. She's in high school. Who gives a shit? That was dumb. I've always been that kind of like, what is it? Romantic's not the right term for this kind of, well, other than bitch, I'd say bitch. I was sensitive. I guess I was a very looking for love kind of kid.
I think I was the same way.
No, you weren't. Quit trying to copy me.
You're trying to copy me.
Obamacare will explode, and we will all get together and piece together a great healthcare plan for the people. Do not worry. Donald Trump, you're fucking weird. What else? I'm trying to find a really weird tweet. After 7 horrible years of Obamacare, skyrocketing premiums and deductibles, bad healthcare, this is finally your chance for a great plan.
I guess I don't know anything. I think, okay.
I feel like a president shouldn't tweet all that stuff. Like, it's like, I compare that to...
Just do it. Don't tweet it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Just do
it.
It's
like a guy it's like a cool dude in your school or someone that's really talented doesn't go around talking about how talented he is.
Yeah.
It doesn't go around
If you have to
like,
do
hey,
that, you're not talented.
Yeah, if you have to talk about how cool you are, you're not cool, man. So I think Trump is just suffering from not being cool, and he's just trying to prove that he is. So in that sense, I feel real bad for him. he's
like, a sad old man.
Please just like me. Did you see my inauguration? There were a lot of people. It's
all right.
Martin Luther King didn't talk about how a lot of people went to the damn march.
We have like 20 seconds left, so we're gonna close this out.
All right.
This was That Damn Podcast. We really didn't talk about anything particular, but this is Myles Phillips.
I'm Dustin Sutliff.
And we're out.
Peace. Hey, that was good.